What's up, my people? Back after quite the hiatus, man. So last upload, we were in the process of tuning the vehicle. I was getting some data logs for my tuner. Ended up putting his decal up there, read performance, remote tuning. Went really well. Car is pretty strong. It's running really good. No complaints there. Definitely recommend them. Put his information in the description box. That way, if you guys want to reach out for street tune, he can get you set up. He's doing some real dope shit over at his shop. So, yeah, y'all check him out if you're interested. So I didn't put the rest of the parts of the tuning process up because that first part, like virtually nobody watched it. So I was like, okay, well, they're not really interested in that. So I just didn't upload the rest of the parts. But anyways, got a little install today. Gonna be installing this high performance fuel pump. It is the same exact dimensions as the stock one. So it's essentially a plug and play unit. It's good for up to 750 horsepower, which, if you've been following, this build, we're trying to get this, between 650 and 800. So, yeah, so that pump will get us there. Also end up getting that 392 intake manifold, which I'll show y'all in a second. And we got it for the low. Just like I said, we wasn't spending $1,000 on it. We ended up getting it for 350. Don't worry about it. Yes, sir. Because those things are going for like $1,000 to like $1,500, which is completely insane considering a couple years ago you could get one from five, maybe 800 on the high side if it's coming with like the fuel runner, little actuator and all that stuff. But yeah, 1,500 is about what they're going for these days, which, yeah, wasn't interested in that. So yeah, we ended up finding one for the low, man. Crashed Scat Pack. Personally, I feel like the guy just needed the money, so he was willing to, really go low for the sale. And he was asking for 400. I was like, I'll give you 350 for it. I'm gonna come in. You negotiate. And you got to start off low, and then it's on the person that's selling it to get what they want for it. So yeah, we ended up getting it for 350. So I'll show y'all that in a second. But if you haven't seen or ever have to do a fuel pump, this is, for the most part, it's really simple. Pretty simple process. First thing we're gonna do is get that fuel pump relay off, and then we're gonna start the car and let it run out of fuel. That's the first thing we're gonna do. So let me do that, and I'll be back in a second. All right, man, so I just got that relay out of there. Let me show y'all what this relay is in case you're not familiar. I started the car already. My goofy ass didn't even put the camera back on. But yeah, this is the relay right here. It can be found. It's the very last one that goes right here underneath this one. So that's your fuel pump relay. Next thing you're gonna do is unplug your battery, both negative and positive terminals. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, guys, so we got that battery undone, got the back seat out. Next thing we do is get under here, and now you have access to your fuel pump, right? So it is dusty as all hell under there. So what I'm gonna do is try to blow out all this dust. That way none of that falls in the tank. Also, you gotta get this little clip out of here. I may need both of my hands to do it, so I might have to put the camera down. Yeah, I'll just set this over to the side. All right, so then you have this locking ring, right? So what I'm gonna do is take a chisel, place it here, and just hammer that thing until that unlocks. So actually I need to go counterclockwise with it, but yeah, so that's what we're gonna do next, man. All right, guys, so I tried to use my GoPro. It's overheating, Louisiana weather. But essentially, because I wanted to show you guys this part on camera, but you would just, right where there's these little ridges at, you just put your chisel right there and then just hammer on it counterclockwise, right? And then this ring will release. It's tough to do with one hand. This is what actually holds the pump in place. And then this thing here is like spring loaded, so all right, I may need something to pry. Oh no, I got it, right? And that is your fuel pump, man. So you got a few hoses in there you got to unplug. You got this one fuel line running here, you unplug, and then there's two others. You may see them, the white ones, right? And clear ones, whatever you want to call it. You unplug those, and then these two harnesses that plug into there. And yeah, once you undo that, man, you pull it right on up out of there. You know. All right, guys, so I just got me a couple towels because as you can see, I do have my gloves on. Obviously, dealing with gas, you want to have some gloves. But I got these towels because when I pull that pump out, it's going to be full of gas. And I have this bucket also. I'm going to just set the bucket inside the car. That way I can go straight into the bucket and not have to worry about dripping gas along, you know, this area of the car. And it, you know, smell like gas in this shit too. We really don't want to do that. But yeah, so I got these two unplugged. These are two of the hoses I was talking about. And then this one here, this one actually clips. So I'm gonna need a, like a flathead screwdriver. It has like a little clip you push in and then you should be able to just pull it straight out. However, can't do it with one hand. So y'all know what that means. All right, guys, up next, you got your O-ring. This is the old O-ring. We're gonna go ahead and take this one out because the pump does come with a new one. So you will not be needing this one. And like this fuel, you can see some fuel spilled up there. We're gonna take care of that after we get the new pump in there. And you wanna make sure you put that new O-ring in place before you set the pump down because of the way the wires are. You wanna make sure they're actually going inside of the O-ring. Otherwise, you know, you're gonna have to take the O-ring out and, you know, do all of this again, which I'm sure you won't want to have to do. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that O-ring in here right now. Damn, I'm dipping the damn towel in it. Gonna get that O-ring in here right now, and then yeah, we'll get to putting a new pump in. All right, so we got the new O-ring, and because of the way they ship it to you, it was kind of folded, so it's not really laying around this ring as it's supposed to. We'll fix that. We just need to make sure that it's there before we set the pump in. You know what I mean? So I got my new pump here. Got this little hat that goes on it. I don't know what that thing is called exactly. We don't just call it the hat. You know. And then, you know, I got my lines down in here. That fuel is warm. Or maybe that's just the effects of it through the gloves to the skin. I don't know. All right, guys, so just like that, got the new pump in. We just need to tighten down this locking ring. Replug this connector, then the battery, the relay. And yeah, then we'll prime the pump. Fire it up. You know. And then, again, this is supposed to be a plug-and-play system. But since my car is already tuned, I'm not sure exactly. So I'm gonna go test drive it, just go run down the street, you know, make sure it's driving like it's supposed to be, and you know, bring it on back. And if any adjustments need to be made, I'll just hit the tuner up, you know, and we'll take care of that. So no big deal, you know. All right, guys, so priming the fuel pump, I've done it about 3 times. That's the new screen. I know I didn't tell y'all about that, but you know. All right. 5th time's a charm. Let's see. Yes, sir. All right, guys. So fuel pump install is done. I told y'all we had the 392 intake manifold, and here it is, man. Yes, indeed. So I still need to get a few things for it. The runner little actuator valve, or whatever that little thing is called. Still need to get that. a few other things like MSD box and some of those wires and stuff. We need to get that. Another throttle body, which I probably just go with a Hellcat throttle body, and then new intake, which I doubt I'd be able to make this one work, but I don't know. I'll see. You know, if I can get something fabricated, because I know that an intake curves this way, it might be able to make that work and keep this one. But if you haven't seen those, which you should have by now, yeah. But yeah, man, just wanted to give y'all a little update, bro. Let y'all know, you know, we haven't quit on the 300 or nothing like that. It's just trying to figure out what content you guys actually like. Based on my analytics, it seemed like it's mostly like DIY things, you know what I mean? So like Starlight headliner install, like that video is still doing a lot of numbers and, you know, things like that specifically. So maybe we'll continue doing things like that, and you know, just see how you guys like it. If you want, man, leave a comment below. What type of content do you want to see? Do you want to see the DIY stuff where I actually do the mods, you know, on the car myself, or you guys want to see, you know, POV drives, or do you want to see all of it? You know what I mean? Leave a comment below. Again, that was just a little update, man. Nothing major. A lot more to come, and I will catch y'all on the next one. You know.